Thanks for checking out our quadratic equation and inequality calculator for MathCelebrity.com. I'm going to show you an example of how to enter your quadratic. So we'll do 4x squared plus 11x minus 3. Now, you could have chose any letter. It doesn't have to be x. It can be a through z. To raise to a power, you do the shift and 6 key. Now, finally, if you have it equal to something, say 10, you could do equals 10. You could have done less than or equal to 5, or you could leave it blank. If you leave it blank, we assume you mean equal to 0. So once you've got your quadratic typed in, you press the calculator or return key, and you're given a choice of options. You entered this quadratic. What would you like to do with it? Now, these bottom 3 options actually have to do with calculus, and I'll show you more detail on that in our upcoming calculus videos. What you're really concerned with is these options here. So I'm going to start with something that everybody knows, the quadratic formula. So we'll click this link, expand our font. As you can see, the calculator loads your 4, your 11, your negative 3, your equals, because that's what you typed, and then you type equals 0, or if you didn't type it, it loads 0. And we want to solve this equation. So for those of you in algebra, you'll recognize the quadratic formula. What we do is we break it out. First we calculate the negative b, then we calculate the discriminant piece, which is actually the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Keep running down. We have our numerator 1, our numerator 2, and then our denominator, which is 2a. Finally, when you have all those pieces in place, the calculator is going to get your solution. Simplified in either decimal, fraction, or whole number form. And then here's our second solution. A nice feature about this calculator when you're done is it's actually going to plug those numbers back in and prove if you have a real solution and not a no solution quadratic of how your numbers actually work. So it's almost like checking your own work. Let me go back. So now you can do other things on this lesson. If you remember when you entered your quadratic, you were given a list of choices. These buttons here were your actual choices. So I'll show you a few other ones. We'll complete the square. So this time we're going to do the complete the square method. Expand our font. And it actually links to our least common multiple and greatest common factor calculator to come up with the value that you need to complete the square correctly. So then next we do factor the quadratic. So now it comes up with factor pairs needed for this quadratic. So we can factor it into the product of 2 binomials. And again, we got a nice link here to our greatest common factor calculator to get the greatest common factor of whatever pair you need to get to the solution you need. So finally, when you factor it out into 2 binomials, you get to this solution here. We want to do the Y-intercept. Press Y-intercept. So the Y-intercept is just setting your variable, in this case x, equal to 0 and solving. Well, in this case, your Y-intercept is negative 3. Vertex-Axis of Symmetry. Expand our font. So we'll use the formula using a parabola. A, B, H, and K. And it gives you your axis of symmetry. And then it gives you the vertex of your quadratic, which is pretty cool. Concavity. Expand our font. So this is pretty simple. It just says analyze your x squared coefficient. Because it's positive, the parabola formed by the quadratic is concave up. Had it been negative, let's do negative 4, it should say concave down. And as you can see here, it does, concave down. So rational root synthetic division will go through kind of what our synthetic division calculator does, and you can see the synthetic division calculator for more information. We also have a generate practice problem feature. So you can press generate practice problem. It'll generate a completely random quadratic. Generate another one and another one. So when you run out of problems in your textbook, you can use this practice problem generator and just keep generating problems. Another cool feature that this lesson has is show me a hint. So it'll show you the first hint if you're solving the long way. Press show me a hint. It does another hint. Show me another hint. And it'll just keep giving you a sneak peek if you kind of want to test yourself. This lesson also has a quiz generator. For more information on that, go to our quiz generator link under this folder. And here's actually a couple ways you can enter your quadratic. In the first example, we did ax squared plus bx minus c. You can also do it ax squared plus bx equals c. And then what we'll do, in fact, I'll show you this one as an example. Let's type that one in. Press the calculator return key. So the nice thing is, the calculator gets it in the ax squared plus bx plus c format, which is standard format, when you get to this. Now it gives you our choice list again. Now that it's in standard form, what do you wish to do? So we'll solve the quadratic. Go down, go the long way again. So we get a solution of 5 and negative 7. Let me scroll back up to show you that piece. And again, we plug it back in to prove our answer is correct and show our work. So you could type any of these buttons here to run that particular scenario on the quadratic that you entered. If you have any suggestions or enhancements, I encourage you to use the Contact Us link. Thanks for watching.